हरि ओम नमः सर्वेभ्यः। अद्य कृदन्तप्रकरणस्य 70तमः पाठः। अस्मिन् वर्गे क्विप् प्रत्ययविशिष्टां प्रक्रियां विस्तारेण पश्यामः। प्रारम्भे वन्दनम्। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीयं विरच्यते। सिद्धान्तकौमुद्याः अस्य वर्गस्य पञ्चप्रयोजनानि। सिद्धान्तकौमुद्याः कृदन्तप्रकरणस्य सर्वेषां सूत्राणां विस्तारेण अध्ययनम्। यत्र आवश्यकं तत्र अन्येषां व्याख्यानानां साहाय्येन शास्त्राध्ययनम्। सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः यथायोग्यं कृत् प्रत्यययोजनम्। कृत् प्रत्यये परे रूपनिर्माणप्रक्रियायाः अभ्यासः तथा च अष्टाध्याय्याः तृतीयाध्यायस्य कण्ठस्थीकरणम्। ह्यस्तनवर्गे अस्माभिः क्विप् प्रत्ययस्य त्रीणि सूत्राणि अधीतानि। अद्यतनवर्गे क्विप् प्रत्ययविशिष्टायाः प्रक्रियायाः अध्ययनं करिष्यामहे। So when it comes to prakriya, remember that we have the prakriya flowchart that has been shared all the way in the beginning of the course. अस्मिन् पत्रे दश सोपानाः पाठिताः सन्ति। अनेनैव क्रमेण सदा प्रक्रिया करणीया. So this is very crucial that we don't jump over these specific steps. Of course, I mean, not every individual step is written. So for example, here in case of anga karya, there are some nitya karyas and antaranga karyas that need to be done before the anga karya happens. So all these points should be noted down. If possible, take a printout of this flow chart, paste it in the wall on the wall in front of you. Make sure you refer to it whenever you are doing the prakriya. So adyatana varge api anenaiva kramena kvip pratyavishishtam prakriyam pashyamah. So there are some very delicate aspects in this particular flowchart that we will use today, a certain specific ordering of various steps. So prarabhamahe. Just a quick note, there is a lot of stuff to digest, to grasp, to teach today. Therefore, yat kimapi purvam pathitamasti tasya kevalam ullekham krutva tasya kevalam nirdesham krutva agre saramaha yatra nutanani sutrani santi tesham vishaye kinchit vistarena adhikam chintanam karishyamahe. इति पीठिकया प्रारभामहे. तत्र प्रथमः सोपानः कृद् वृत्तिः. We always start the कृदन्त प्रक्रिया with a वृत्ति. There is nothing without the वृत्ति. So कृद् वृत्तिः. So कर्तरि कृत इत्यनेन सर्वे कृत् प्रत्ययाः कर्तृर्थे प्रयुज्यन्ते. अतः क्विप् प्रत्ययस्य प्रयोगः अपि कर्तुः निर्देशार्थम् एव भवति. And then there is no other restriction, as we saw yesterday. उपपदस्य उपस्थितौ, उपसर्गस्य उपस्थितौ, उपपदं विना सर्वत्र सर्वे प्रकारेण तत्र प्रत्ययः भवितुमर्हति. So a sample set of examples has been presented on the screen. Say upapadam vina jayati iti jit iti vadamaha. Prasute upasarga asti chet prasuhu iti vadamaha. Upapadam asti chet कर्मणि उपपदम करणम उपपदम संप्रदानम उपपदम भिन्नानि उपपदानि तत्र भवितुम् अर्हन्ति. वेदं वेत्ति अश्वेन युनक्ति सर्वाणि उदाहरणानि ह्यस्तनवर्गे अस्माभिः दृष्टानि. उखायाः संस्रते दिवि सीदति एतानि सर्वाणि उदाहरणानि दृष्टानि. So essentially everywhere we use the quip pratyay to indicate the karta of that particular kriya. Who joins, who becomes an enemy, with what drops out or what oozes out, and so on. So this is the karta of each of these kriya. Tat prathamam sopanam. द्वितीयः सोपानः अत्र धातुषु इत्संज्ञालोपः प्राकृतिककार्यम्. एतानि सर्वाणि सूत्राणि अस्माभिः पूर्वमेव अधीतानि. उपदेशे अजनुनासिक इत हलन्त्यम् and so on. So this is इत्संज्ञा विधायक सूत्रम. Nothing new over here. धात्वादेशः सहा णो नः इदितोनुम धातोः. These are all prakritika karyas. Remember, these all happen even before the pratyay comes in. So you have dhatuhu itsamnya lopah. Tadanantaram, I can magnify this a little bit. So tadanantaram anaimittikam prakritika karyam. Idanim pratyayah na drishtah pratyayah na agatah. Agre anaimittika karyad anantaram yada dhatuhu tatra vidhiyate. Tada prarambhe krut pratyasya vivaksha bhavati adantaram cha krut pratyayah vidhiyate. So we have all these iditonum dhatoho, guptich kidhyas, all these sutras have been studied in the past. Tritiya sopanah tatra pratyavivakshayam dhatau parivartanam. Again, purely in the anticipation of that particular pratyaya. Quip is an ardha dhatuka pratyaya. It doesn't have a shakara in it. Therefore, purely in the anticipation of that ardha dhatuka pratyaya, we run through various sets of sutras, aster, bhuhu, bruo, vachi, and so on, vibhasha, liyatehe, and so on. Etat sarvam purvameva drishtam. Agre gacchamaha, in the next step, we have pratyaya vidhanam. This is something very interesting. Quip cha सत्सूद विषद्रुहदुह युजविदभिदच्छिदजिनी राजामुपसर्गे पिक्विप तथा स्थक्कच त्रीणि सूत्राणि हस्तनवर्गे अस्माभिः अधीतानि क्विप् इत्यनेन सूत्रेण सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः क्विप् प्रत्ययः भवति सत्सूद विषद्रुह इत्यनेन सूत्रेण निर्दिष्टेभ्यः धातुभ्यः सुबन्ते उपपदे अनुपसर्गे उत उपसर्गे प्रत्ययविधानं भवति स्थक्कच इत्यनेन स्था इति धातोः विषये शम इति उपपदस्य विषये च अच् प्रत्ययं बाधित्वा पुनः क्विप् प्रत्ययस्य विधानं क्रियते अत्र प्रत्ययः विधीयते. So this is step number 4. At this particular place you get the pratyaya. What happens in the pratyaya? As soon as the pratyaya comes, let's go back to this flow chart. As soon as you get this krut pratyaya over here, step number 4, pratyasya itsamnya lopaha bhavati, pratyasya adeshah yatra avashyakah tatra bhavati, tadanantaram krut pratyayah yojane siddhah bhavati. ककार कारयोः इत्संज्ञा भवति लोपः भवति वकारोत्तरः इकारः क्विप इत्यर्थ उच्चारणार्थः तस्य लोपः व इति अवशिष्यते. And then now pay close attention over here. इदानीं वेरप्रुक्तस्य इत्यस्य लोपः न करणीयः. So this is something very crucial that I want to discuss about the क्विप प्रत्यय. वेरप्रुक्तस्य इत्यनेन अप्रुक्तवकारस्य लोपः कदा भवति? So remember that Vera Pruktasya is a sutram in the Varna Karyam. It is a 6.1. We have to follow Varnadangam Baliyaha. We have to first complete the entire Anga Karya, and then all the way towards the end, when there is an appropriate timing for the Varna Karya, we should be using Vera Pruktasya and then getting rid of Vakara. So understand, in the flow chart, when we say Pratyayadesha, this Pratyayadesha only represents things like Yoranakau, where there is an actual Pratyadesha which can come along with the Angakarya. But this particular type of Pratyadesha, which is actually the lope of the Aprukta Va, it is more of a Varnakarya rather than any of the Angakarya. And therefore, we should actually first do the Samasa, then Vikarana, Idagama, whatever Angakarya, Uttarapadadhikara Karya. After all this is done, all the way in step number 9, we should be doing Vera Pruktasya and getting rid of the Vakara. Now, even if you do it right away, it's okay as long as you are aware that that Vakara is still sitting over there for the Angakaryas. So the whole reason why this particular ordering is done is because there are certain Angakaryas over here in step number 7, which will explicitly depend on the presence of Vakara in front. So if you just do the removal of Va by Vera Pruktasya all the way in step number 4 and forget that there was Va and it has gone out, then those karyas will never happen in step number 7. So the reason why this sequence has to be strictly followed, another example I will give towards the end of the class, but the reason why this sequence has to be strictly followed is because even if you do a minor variation in this sequence here and there, some or the other pratyaya can go for toss. Atah atra kim smartavyam? Vera pruktasya ityanena apruktavakarasya jayamanaha lopaha वर्णकार्यम अस्ति अतः अंगकार्यात् अनंतरम भवति. Same is also true with the Quin Pratyaya that we discussed last week. But in Quin Pratyaya, there was no Angakarya that was dependent on that Avashishta Vakara. And therefore, it didn't really matter where you do Vera Pruktasya. In fact, Quin Pratyaya was applicable for a handful of 2 or 3 dhatus. So in that Prakriya, it doesn't really matter where you get rid of that Vakara. Everything was very simplified. परंतु अत्र किमस्ति अयं क्विप् प्रत्ययः 2000 धातुभ्यः विधीयते. All 2000 dhatus get this particular pratyaya. Some or the other dhatu will bring you in trouble if you do not follow the precise sequence. अतः अत्र वेरप्रुक्तस्य इति वकारस्य लोपः न करणीयः. And what is the immediate corollary of that? अयं प्रत्ययः हलादिः अस्ति. Quip pratyaya, even though the entire pratyaya eventually goes off, for all the discussion of the Angakaryam, Quip Pratyaya is a Haladi Pratyaya, it is a Vakaradi Pratyaya, and these particular characteristics will be used at certain point in time in the Angakarya, which we will see in today's class. So ayam haladi pratyaya, vakaradi pratyaya, kit pratyaya, as usual, no surprises. Pit pratyaya, no surprises. It ayogyah asti, no surprises. Ardha dhatukaha. So all these other things are well known. This haladi and vakaradi is something very crucial that we want to keep at the back of our mind when we go ahead. अग्रे गच्छामः. उपपदसमासः. अत्रापि कश्चन नूतनः विषयः न विद्यते. उपपदमतिङ् इति उपपदसमासः. यत्र यत्र कर्मणि उपपदमस्ति तत्र तत्र अलौकिकविग्रहसमये कर्तृकर्मणो कृति इति षष्ठीविभक्तेः प्रत्ययः भवति. All this has been taught n number of times in the course. शत्रु प्लस नस. यत्र केवलम् उपपदं उपसर्गः विद्यते तत्र गतिसमासः भवति. पूर्वस्मिन् एकस्मिन् वर्गे गतिः तथा उपसर्गः तथा उपपदः एतेषां विषये विस्तारेण भेदविधानं चिन्तनं स्पष्टीकरणं कृतमस्ति. न स्मर्यते चेत् सः वर्गः पुनः द्रष्टव्यः. So this is the step number 5. We do the upapada samasa. Step number 6, idagama. Now understand this, because the quip pratyaya has a va sitting over there at this particular step, it is a vashadi pratyaya. वश् प्रत्याहारस्य वर्णः व इति तत्र अस्ति. अतः आर्धधातुकस्य इड् वलादेः इत्यनेन इडागमे प्राप्ते नेड् वशीकृति इति सः निषिध्यते. अतः क्विप् प्रत्ययस्य इडागमः कथं न भवति इति वदामश्चेत् नेड् वशीकृति इति क्विप् प्रत्ययस्य इडागमः न भवति. तत्र वकारः अस्ति परन्तु वश् प्रत्याहारस्य वर्णः अग्रे अस्ति चेत् इडागमः निषिध्यते. अतः अत्र क्विप् प्रत्ययस्य विषये इडागमस्य प्रसक्तिः नास्ति. So this is step number 6, idagama. The next step in our flow chart, step number 7, is angakarya. But there are multiple facets of this angakarya. So something that we always deal with angakarya even before we jump on the angakarya is some nitya karyas and the antaranga vidhis. So an important set of antaranga vidhis पूर्वमपि प्रत्येकस्मिन् वर्गे दृष्टः. छकारात् पूर्वं विद्यमानस्य स्वरस्य तुगागमः भवति छे च तथा दीर्घात् इति सूत्रद्वयम्. एतत् सर्वमपि पूर्वेस्मिन् वर्गे दृष्टमस्ति. सो युच्छ इति धातुः स्वीकुर्मश्चेत् तत्र ह्रस्वस्वरः अस्ति, तस्मात् परः छकारः अस्ति. यू गेट अ तुगागम, अग्रे श्चुत्वम् and so on. You will get yusha. Further prakriya will happen and you will get yusha. Prathama ekvachanam will be yuta. So ananasike cha is what cha will become sha. Interesting point to discuss over here is that yatra upapadasya antimah swaraha hraswaswarah asti tatra api etadrishah tugagamah bhavitum arhati. So when you do the samasa, you have rajju ityatra hraswah ukarah asti, अग्रे छकारादि धातुः अस्ति चेत् छे छ इति सूत्रेण ह्रस्वस्वरस्य छे परे तुगागमः भवति. सो रज्जुत् छिद श्चुत्वे कृते रज्जुच्छिद इति रूपं सिद्ध्यति. सेम फॉर दीर्घात्. म्लेच्छ इत्यत्र म्लेत् छ छोषूडनुनासिके च इति शकार आगच्छति, म्लेच्छ इति भवति. रज्जु प्लस छेद रज्जुत् छेद रज्जुच्छेद. सो दिस इज समथिंग क्रुशियल ओवर हियर. पूर्वम् अस्माभिः किं दृष्टमासीत्? युच्छ तथा म्लेच्छ इत्यत्र छे च तथा दीर्घात् इत्यस्य उदाहरणानि दृष्टानि. इदानीम् उपपदस्य विषये अपि एतादृशानि उदाहरणानि प्रवर्तते. रज्जु प्लस छेद इत्यत्र अपि तुगागमः, रज्जु प्लस छेद इत्यत्र अपि दीर्घात् इति सूत्रेण तुगागमः. That completes the initial quick discussion, which most of the stuff was already known up to the angakarya, up to the antaranga vidhi. The next most important step that will probably take one full hour starting from this moment is this angakarya, the biggest step, the 7th step. Lots of angakaryas specific to quip pratyaya are specified in Ashtadhyayi. Like 11-12 slides we have specifically for angakaryas. Then rest of the steps are also quick. Uttara Padadhikara, Varnakarya, 1 slides are there. But this Angakarya is the crucial aspect of this entire discussion. Kim nama Angakaryam? Angasya ityasmin adhikare yat kinchanapi karyam uchyate. 6.4, 7.1, 7.2, 7.3, 7.4. इत्यस्मिन् अधिकारे यत् किञ्चित् कार्यम् उच्यते तद् अङ्गकार्यम् अस्ति. इदानीं क्विप् प्रत्यये परे किं किम् अङ्गकार्यं भवति इति पृच्छामश्चेत् तत्र विद्यमानानां सर्वेषाम् अङ्गकार्याणां त्रयः vibhagaah trayah ganaah bhavitum arhanti. So you can divide this Angakarya into three different groups purely, based on the kind of things they act on, or the type of the sutras that we discuss. So Samanyam Angakaryam, the first set is Samanyam Angakaryam, yatra kevalam tatra pratyayah asti iti karanat kinchit karyam bhavati. So anaimittikam angakaryam, there is some angakarya that does not really require any particular nimitta. As long as some pratyaya sits over there, you can do that particular angakarya. Or some angakarya that will automatically happen as soon as the guna or vriddhi is blocked. So ruta idhatoho, for example, it will come up as soon as the guna vriddhi is blocked. So guna vriddhi nishedhaha to प्रत्ययः कित् अस्ति अतः भवति, परन्तु गुणवृद्धि निषेधे प्राप्ते किंचित सामान्यम् अंगकार्यं तत्र भवितुम् अर्हति. हलादि प्रत्ययः अस्ति, हलादि प्रत्यय विशिष्टं किंचित अंगकार्यम् अस्ति. So we know that now quip, there is a w sitting over there, it is a haladi pratyaya at this particular point in time. So haladi pratyaya vishishtam kinchit angakaryam bhavitum arhati. So we have 2 or 3 slides discussing some aspects of the samanyam angakaryam which doesn't really take benefit of ka or pa or the quip as such. The second group of angakaryas is itsamnyaka kakara vishishtam angakaryam. So क्विप प्रत्यये क तथा प इति वर्णद्वयम् इत्सम्यक रूपेण विद्यते. तत्र पकारस्य किमपि अङ्गकार्यं न विद्यते. तत्र तु पकारस्य वर्णकार्यमेव भवति ह्रस्वस्य पितिकृति तुक इति. परन्तु अङ्गकार्यस्य विषये ककारः तत्र किञ्चित् प्रयोजनार्थं स्थापितः अस्ति. गुणवृद्धिनिषेधः इति प्रथमं प्रयोजनं सर्वैः ज्ञायते. अनिरितां हलोपधायाः किङिति नकारलोपः vachiswapyajadinam kititi samprasaranam. So all these aspects are already known. I will not be spending more time on this first bucket and this second bucket. Everything has been discussed in the course till now. The third bucket is most important, quip pratyaya vishishtam angakaryam. So there are a bunch of sutras, not just sutras, a lot of them vartikas, and not just vartikas, but there are certain unadi sutras in the unadi patha that talk about specific prakriya aspects of quip pratyaya. Atah quip pratyaya vishishtam angakaryam pathaitum बहूनि सूत्राणि अष्टाध्याय्यां वार्तिककारेण तथा च उणादि पाठे निर्मितानि सन्ति. एतेषां चिन्तनम् अद्य अस्मिन् वर्गे विस्तारेण ध्यानं दत्वा कुर्मः. So this third bucket is the one that we will spend significant amount of time. So samprasaranam bhavati, kutrachit samprasaranasya nishedhah api bhavati, dvitvam bhavati. In some cases there is a dvitvam, उभधावर्णस्य कुत्रचित् आदेशः भवति, अन्तिमवर्णस्य कुत्रचित् आदेशः भवति, and so on. So there are multiple different aspects that we want to deal in this particular section. Let's start with the first bucket and second bucket. We'll talk about them in 5 minutes and then go to the third bucket of the quip pratyay. So सामान्यम् अंगकार्यं सर्वैः ज्ञायते. प्रथमं तु उपधायाश्च कृत इत्यस्यैव विषये प्रसक्तिः अस्ति. कृत इत्यस्मात् वैकल्पिकः णिच् प्रत्ययः भवति. तदनन्तरं क्विप् प्रत्ययः उपधायाश्च इत्यनेन कृ इत्यस्य उपधायां विद्यमानस्य दीर्घऋकारस्य इर् इति आदेशः भवति. उरण्ड्रपरः इति रपरः, सो इ इति आदेशः भवति. कीर्त, फर्दर प्रक्रिया हैपेंस, कीर्त इति अग्रे रूपं सिद्ध्यति. ऋत इद्धातोः इत्यत्र दीर्घऋकारान्त धातुः अस्ति. यथा तृ इति धातुः अस्ति, तर्हि तत्र सामान्यरूपेण तु सार्वधातुकार्धधातुकयोः इति गुणः स्यात्, परन्तु क्विप् प्रत्यये परे गुणादेशस्य यत्र निषेधः भवति तत्र ऋत इद्धातोः इत्यनेन इकारादेशः विधीयते. So ikaradesha will never happen if there is a scope for a guna, but when the guna gets blocked, you can do ikaradesha. Through becomes tir, tir plus va. Then in the step of varnakarya, va will go away. Tir iti avashishyate. Prathama ekvachanam tatri ti iti bhavati. Irvoh upadaya dirghaikah iti tatra dirghadeshah bhavati. So for all these words, these are all halanta words, and for prathama ekvachanam, some complex prakriya will go on. That is the part of Subanta Prakaranam. We will not go in the details of how that prakriya happens. Wherever I recollect or wherever I am able to explain, I can quickly run through the sutras or quickly explain how that particular change happens. But we will stay at that. We will not be going in the details of the Subanta Prakriya. सो ऋत धातोः इत्यनेन यत्र दीर्घऋकारान्त धातुः अस्ति तत्र अन्तिमवर्णस्य इकारादेशः भवति. All these sutras have already been studied, so I am running through them. अस्य अपवादरूपेण उदोष्ठ्यपूर्वस्य इति सूत्रं विधीयते. See the sequence very close. उदोष्ठ्यपूर्वस्य इति सूत्रं विधीयते. दीर्घऋकारान्त धातु same as previous one, परन्तु तत्र उपधायाम् ओष्ठ्यवर्णः अस्ति. प फ ब भ म व एतेषु कश्चन ओष्ठ्यवर्णः तत्र अस्ति चेत् अन्तिमवर्णस्य इकारादेशस्य स्थाने उकारादेशः भवति. सो यु हैव पृ. तत्र दीर्घऋकारान्त धातु अस्ति, उपधायां प इति अस्ति, तस्य तिर इत्यस्य स्थाने पुर् इति भवति. पुर् प्रथम एकवचनं पूः. सो पुर इत्युक्ते नगरी इति अपि तस्य अर्थः. अत्रापि रोपधायाः दीर्घायिकः इत्यनेन दीर्घादेशः. वृ प्लस क्विप सेम थिंग. इंस्टेड ऑफ विर यू विल गेट वुर. प्रथम एकवचनं वूः इति अत्र सिद्ध्यति. So three important sutras. You have upadhayascha, you have vritayit dhatoho, and you have udoshthya purvasya. Agrimam Sutram, this has also been studied, and this is very crucial sutra when it comes to the discussion of Kvip Pratyaya. Ghuma stha ga pa jahati samhali. Everybody of you is expected to know this sutram. We have already also studied this particular sutram while discussing, say, Kyap Pratyaya. Haladi Kit Pratyaya Vishay Asya Sutra Se Prasakti Asti. So I think we have studied this while discussing the Kyap Prakriya. Darupam angam, that's the ghu samyak dadha ghvadap. Darupam angam, dharupam angam, ityukte da, dha, dap, daip, and so on. Tathacha, list of dhatus is tha, ga, pa, ohak, tyage, and so. Ityetesham angasya, antima varnasya, haladau kit pratyaya pare akara, ikaradeshah bhavati. This is typing. Ikaradeshah bhavati. So dhatus are anyway akaranta. Ikaradeshah bhavati. So the dhatu, the last letter gets converted to dirgha ikara. Understand, I'll walk you through some of the examples. Say varam dadati. Ityatra vara plus da plus kvipa, ka, pa, and e. All of these go away. Va remains. We are not going to get rid of it at this stage. So we have vara plus da plus va. Idanim ayam haladi kit pratyayah. Haladi kit pratyayase upasthitau ghumasthaga jahati sam hali ityanena darupasya angasya ikaradeshah bhavati. Da becomes di. Now va will go away in step number 9. We will see that later on. Varadi. Similarly, dadhati ityatra dha, it will become dhi. Dhihi iti tatra prathama ekvachanam siddhyati. Dhyayati iti. See this. Dhyai iti dhatuhu. Dhyai first becomes dhya. Adecha upadeshe shiti. This is much before the pratyaya comes. So see how the prakriya is written. Dhyai first becomes dhya, and then kvip pratyaya comes. In the anticipation of the ashit pratyaya, dhyai has become dhya. So dhya plus kvipa. There is a sutra that we will see a little bit later which converts dhya to dhi. Some prasaranam happens over here. Dhi then becomes dirgha. Ikaradeshah bhavati. Dhi becomes dhi. Dhi. So this is well known verse. Sushthu dhyayati iti sudhihi iti subanta prakarane praya sarvaihi pathitam syat. Similarly, tishthati iti sthihi, gayati iti gihi, pibati iti pihi. You can take a look at various examples. So this is the sutra over here. If you by mistake apply Vera Pruktasya and get rid of Vakara and forget that there was a Vakara over here, which is that particular sutram is Asiddha towards this, then Asiddha in the sense in the sequence, this particular sutra should come first. If you forget that, then you will not get a chance to have this sutra in action. Therefore, Va should remain at this particular place and it should go away towards the end in step number 9 when we are talking about Varna Karyam. Agre gacchamaha. So that was about the general angakarya, samanyam angakaryam. Idanim kit pratyaya vishishtam angakaryam atrapi sarvani sutrani adhita purvani eva kingiti cha iti gunavriddhi nishedhaha adhititam halopadhayaha kingiti iti nakarasya lopaha. So srams, to drop out or ooze out. Srams ityasya anid अत्र अस्मिन् धातौ नकारः उपदेशिकावस्थायाम् अस्ति, अतः तत्र उपधा नकारस्य लोपे कृते स्रस् इति अवशिष्यते. तत्र प्रथमैकवचनं स्रत वसुस्रंसध्वंसणदः इति स्रत इति प्रथमैकवचनं सिद्ध्यति. उखायाः स्रंसते. उखा is a jar or a vessel. उखायाः drops out, oozes out, overflows. उखायाः स्रंसते इति उखास्रत. This was the example that was there in the commentaries yesterday, which I mentioned we can discuss tomorrow. Similarly, parna dhvansa, parnani dhvasanti iti parna dhvat. So the one that destroys the leaves. Similarly, dhvansa iti dhatuhu kvipa iti pratyah dhvansanti, it should be dhvatsa iti dhatuhu kvip iti pratyah dhvansa plus va, the n will go away, dhvasa. Same sutra, vasusrasu dhvansrunuhandah iti tatra dhvata iti prathama ekvachanam bhavati. So that prathama ekvachanam prakriya is different. It's part of the subanta prakriya, not to be confused with the kridanta prakriya. So that's aniditam halopadhayaha kingiti. Shasa idang haloho iti sutram api purvam drishtam. Shasu anushistau iti dhatuhu. Asya dhatoho upadha akarasya shakarat parasya akarasya haladau kiting iti pratyaya pare ikara deshaha bhavati. So all these sutras have been studied when we discuss the kyapa pratyaya, because that is also a haladi kita pratyaya. So these should be familiar. So haladau kiti niti pratyaya pare ikara deshaha bhavati. Sha essentially becomes shis. So a becomes e. Prathama ekvachanam is she. So aryan shasti iti arya she. Mitram shasti iti mitra she, and so on. Again, rvopadhayah dirghaikaha ityatra dirghaha bhavati. There is another dhatu in the dhatu patha. Please understand, there are two shasa dhatus in the dhatu patha, both in the adadi gana. There is shasa anushistau, to rule or to put some anushasana, to discipline, and shasu ichhayam, to want, to desire. This shasu usually comes along with the ang upasarga. So a plus shasa is what you see usually. So इत्यस्य धातोः विषये इदं सूत्रं न प्रवर्तते. शास इदं हलोः इति सूत्रं केवलं शासु अनुशिष्टौ इत्यस्य विषये अपि एव अस्ति, परन्तु शासु इच्छायाम् इत्यस्य विषये specifically for kvip pratyaya same behavior has been given. So understand this. शासु अनुशिष्टौ इत्यस्य विषये तु कहापि हलादि कित नो चेत् न्युत् प्रत्यय अस्ति चेत् इकारादेशः क्रियते शास इदं हलोः इति सूत्रेण. परन्तु शास इच्छायाम् इति सूत्रमस्ति चेत् इति धातुः अस्ति चेत् शास इदं हलोः इति सूत्रं तु न प्रवर्तते, परन्तु विशिष्टं वार्तिकं दत्तमस्ति. Same functionality a becomes e. That same functionality has been given by a vartika, but this vartika gives it only for the kvipa pratyaya. Ashasah kvau upadhayaha itvam vachyam. So upadhayaha akarasya ikaradeshah bhavati. So ashas kvipa, sha becomes she, ashis, well known shakaranta or sakaranta word. Prathama ekvachanam ashihi, ashihi, ashisho, ashishaha. Very well known word in the Suvanta Prakaranam. So this is that how that word has been derived. Shasu ichhayam ityasmat kvip pratyaya krute ayam shabdah siddhyati. Next set of sutras, again very well known. Vachiswapi ajadinam kiti grahijya vai vyadhi vashti vichati vrachati prachati bhrujyatinam iti cha sarvatra samprasaranam bhavati. Ayam kita pratyah asti, ataha ubhayoh sutrayoh atra prasaktihi samprasaranasya tatra udaharanani dattani santi. So swapa va becomes u, samprasaranacha iti purvarupa ekadeshah. Supa, yaj becomes ija, ja becomes ji, and so on. So various different. Here rasva ji will become dirgha ji by halaha. This has already been discussed. Samprasaranam yada kriyate tada tadanantaram halaha iti anvarnasya dirghadeshah bhavati. Understand this. I have explained this many times, but explaining it once again. This vachiswapi ajadinam kiti and grahijyavyai sutradvayena samprasaranam diyate. This is actually not an anga karya. This is 6.1. This is varna karya. But we take this first because there are anga karyas that depend on this. So vachiswapi ajadinam kiti no chet grahijyava ityanena samprasarane krute tataha halaha iti dirghadeshah bhavitum arhati. अतः अत्र पश्यामः ज्या प्लस क्विप इत्यत्र आकारस्य इकारादेशः संप्रसारणे कृते जी इति प्राप्ते तत्र अण इत्युक्ते अ इ उ पूर्वेण नकारेण अण इति प्रत्याहारः स्वीक्रियते. तत्र इकारस्य दीर्घ इकारादेशः भवति जी इति अत्र अन्तिमं रूपं सिद्ध्यति, अन्तिमं प्रातिपदिकं सिद्ध्यति. So similarly you can go through another examples. There are two dhatus, vach written over here and prach written over here. सो इत्येतयोः विषये इदं सूत्रं न प्रवर्तते. There are specific exceptions given a little bit later. We will discuss those in upcoming slides. So this is the kit pratyay vishishtam angakaryam. I think these were only 2 slides. So we had one set samanyam angakaryam, second set kit pratyay vishishtam angakaryam. I ran through them because all of these things were already taught in the previous classes. इदानीम् अद्यतनवर्गस्य नूतनाः विषयाः प्रारभन्ते. तत्र क्विप् प्रत्यय विशिष्टं किं किम् अङ्गकार्यं भवति. Some I think 8 or 10 different slides are there discussing different aspects, that's the transformations that specifically happen for the क्विप् प्रत्यय. प्रथमं सूत्रम् इदमपि पूर्वं दृष्टमस्ति, तथापि पश्यामः पुनरेकवारम्. अनुनासिकस्य क्विझलोः किङिति इत्यस्मिन् सूत्रे विशिष्टरूपेण क्वि इति उच्यते. तस्मिन् विषये इदानीं चिन्तनं कुर्मः. झलोः किङिति इति त्यजामः. So we have studied this झलोः किङिति in a different context. We can leave that for now. अनुनासिकान्तस्य उपधायाः, यत्र अनुनासिकः धातुः अस्ति, अनुनासिकान्तः धातुः अस्ति, तत्र उपधायाः दीर्घः स्यात् क्वि इत्युक्ते क्विप प्रत्यये परे. So this झलादौ and किङिति is different entry. Kvau is a different entry. Kvau is not to be linked with झलादौ, or kvau is not to be linked with kiti. You just say kvau or kiti झलादौ. So अनुनासिकान्तस्य उपधायाः दीर्घः स्यात् क्वि प्रत्यये परे. So shama plus kvi, sh becomes sha. Tama plus kvi, ta becomes ta. Dama plus kvi, da becomes da, and so on. So this should be ma. So tama will become tam, typing mistake. And then eventually again here tam, again typing mistake. So all these upadha letter a will essentially become a. Prashamyat, in the prathama ekvachan, mono dhatoho will convert ma to na. So this prathama ekvachan forms will be prashan, pratan, pradan. But the pratipadikam should be sham, tam, dam, and so on. हन इत्यस्य विषये शिष्टप्रयोगसामर्थ्यात् इदं सूत्रं न प्रवर्तते. सो हन इत्यत्र ब्रह्म हन इत्येव शब्दः भाषायां प्रचलितः अस्ति. ब्रह्मः, ब्रह्मणौ, ब्रह्मणः. सुबन्त प्रकरणं, you might have studied that particular word. अतः अत्र शिष्टप्रयोगसामर्थ्यात् हन धातोः विषये इदं सूत्रं न प्रवर्तते. सो शिष्टप्रयोगः एव अत्र प्रमाणम् इत्येव वदामः. So that's about अनुनासिकस्य क्विज्झलो किङिति. Second sutram, this is also studied earlier. Chvoho shood anunasike cha. Chvoho ityukte satuk chakaraha, ta plus cha. If you see a combination ta plus cha, that becomes sh. And if you see a va, that becomes ut. So satukasya chasya shakaradeshah तथा च वस्य ऊठ इति आदेशः भवति. Same thing gets repeated. अनुनासिके क्वौ झलादौ च किङिति प्रत्यय. क्वौ झलादौ किति प्रत्यय. So kvi is from this sutra. Kvi is what we will simply consider for now. अतः क्वि प्रत्यय परे किं भवति? Look at this particular same example we saw 2 slides ago. म्लेच्छ plus क्विप इत्यत्र दीर्घात् इति तुगागमः भवति. त plus छ इत्यत्र this entire entity ta and ch, chvoho shoot अत्र शकारादेशः भवति. So म्लेश इति अत्र रूपं सिद्ध्यति. प्रथम एकवचने म्लेट. So sh becomes the मूर्धन्य sh, it becomes d, it becomes t, giving म्लेट. Similar another example is div. So div iti divadigana se dhatuhu, div plus kvip ityatra div plus va. Please understand, I am not getting rid of va anywhere at this particular point in time. This va, vasya kim bhavati, ut iti adeshah bhavati. So this va becomes u, b plus u becomes dyu. Prathama ekvachanam dyuhu. So this is dyu iti shabdah siddhyati. At this particular time, we actually start with new sets of sutras which we had not discussed earlier. So whatever we discussed till now were actually studied. Adhita Purvani Sutrani, Idanim Nutana Sutrani Pashamaha. The good news is that all the sutras are extremely easy. No hidden meaning, no complex discussion. Probably 3, 4 minutes, 2 examples per sutra. Even if you revise it like 2 times, 5 times, it should be like very clear. अग्रिमं सूत्रमस्ति अत्र ज्वर. लुक एट दिस लिस्ट ऑफ धातुस्. ज्वर त्वर श्रिवि अवि मवाम उपधायाश्च. पंच धातवः अत्र तत्राः सन्ति. ज्वर त्वर श्रिव अव तथा च मव. लुक एट दिस. ज्वर त्वर श्रिवि अवि. सो श्रिव एंड अव एंड मव. एतेषां विषये किं भवति? उपधायाश्च. उपधा उपधा तथा वकार. उपधा and vakara, both letters together get converted into ut. This is exactly immediate sutra from the previous one. So this is 6.4.19. Chvoho shud anunasike cha. The immediate next sutra is jwaratara srivya vimapam vimava upadhayascha. ज्वरत्वर श्रिव्य विमवामुपधायाश्च. सो अस्य अनेन सूत्रेण किमुच्यते? ज्वरादीनाम् इत्युक्ते पञ्चधातवः सन्ति. एतेषां विषये उपधावर्णः तथा च वकारः, that both of them combined together. See, it does not say upadhayam vidyamanah vakarah. Otherwise it would be upadha vakarasya. It says upadha vakara yoho. There is a dvivachana present in the meaning. Is basically the upadha letter and the vakara combined together. That particular entity gets converted to ut in presence of a kvipa pratyaya. So jwara ityatra kim asti? Upadha letter is a. So ra is the last letter. The one before that upadha is a. So that upadha letter and vakara. So va plus a. Basically the entire akshara va is converted to u. So va becomes u. Jwara becomes jura. Jura iti tatra pratipadikam siddhyati. Similarly, twara becomes tura. Same prakriya. Sriva ityatra kim bhavati? Idanim upadha letter is e. Sar e. So upadha letter is e and va is appearing at the end. So in the previous two examples, va appeared before the upadha letter. In this example, va is appearing after the upadha letter. So e and va, both of them get converted to u. So sra plus u will become sru. Ut iti dirghadesha bhavati. Dirgha ukarasya adesha. So sru iti siddhyati. Next is even more interesting. Ava. There are only two letters. So there is upadha letter which is a, and then there is va. So entire dhatu as it is gets converted into u. Upadha vakarayoho u iti adesha bhavati. Ut iti dirgha ukaraha atra siddhyati. So va u plus va u iti pratipadikam. So ava ityasya pratipadikam kim? U iti tatra kvip pratyayanta pratipadikam. अत्र कश्चन विशेषः उदाहरणं पश्यामश्चेत् स्पष्टः स्यात्. जनान् अवति. अवति इत्युक्ते रक्षति, प्रोटेक्ट्स. सो जनान् अवति इत्यत्र जन इति उपपदम् अव प्लस क्विप, दैट्स इवेंचुअली गोइंग टू गिव उ, एंड हियर अ प्लस उ एत्येधत्यूट्सु इत्यनेन वृद्धि एकादेशे कृते जनौ इति सिद्ध्यति. अतः जन प्लस ऊठ इत्यत्र वृद्धि एकादेशः भवति. सो इट्स नॉट अ प्लस उ एज ओ. a plus u will give him janau iti वृद्धि एकादेशः भवति. प्रथमायाः रूपाणि जनौः जनावौ जनावः, like नौः नावौ नावः. So you have जनौः जनावौ जनावः इति रूपाणि सिद्ध्यन्ति. अंतिमः धातु मव, same as अव. So अव becomes u, मव becomes mu. प्रथमायाः रूपाणि मुः मुवौ मुवः इति अत्र रूपाणि सिद्ध्यन्ति. So this is the sutram jwaratvara srivya vimavam upadhayascha. I always get confused. अग्रिमं सूत्रं राल्लोपः. प्रायः दृष्टम् अस्माभिः पूर्वमेव इदं सूत्रं, परन्तु वदामि पुनरेकवारं. Rallopa. This is the same sutra. So it's the entire same set of sutras that he talks about the kvi pratyaya. You had 6.4.19 earlier. Chvoho shudanasike was 6.4.19. Now we have 6.4.20 jwaratvara, and then we have 6.4.21 rallopaha. Rephat parasya, same thing. Chakarasya ta plus cha ityasya तथा च वकारस्य, not ta plus cha, just cha. Chvoho lopah syat kvau झलादौ अनुनासिकादौ च प्रत्यये. सो रेफात् परस्य छकारस्य तथा च वकारस्य लोपः भवति क्विप प्रत्यये परे. सो क्वौ प्रत्यय, क्वौ इत्युक्ते क्विप प्रत्यये परे. सो मूर्छ प्लस क्विप, मूर्छ प्लस व. What is happening? There is a rephat paraha chakaraha. R and ch are present here. Rephat paraha chakaraha. Ch goes away. Rephat parasya chakarasya vakarasya cha lopaha bhavati. So r, ch will go away. R will remain. Mur plus v will later on go away by vera proktasya. Mur iti atra pratipadikam siddhyati. Similarly, another example, turva ityatra क्विप प्रत्यये कृते र प्लस व इति अस्ति. रेफात् परस्य वकारस्यापि लोपः भवति. सो व goes away. तुर plus sorry, this v first goes away. तुर plus v, then vera proktasya will get rid of the second v. तुर इति अंतिमं रूपं सिद्ध्यति. सो इति प्रातिपदिकं सिद्ध्यति. अग्रे प्रक्रियाया मूहु मुरौ मुरः तूहु तुरौ तुरः इति रूपाणि सिद्ध्यन्ति. Agre gachamaha. So somebody is asking what are the meanings of all these words. Basically, meanings of all these words in the simple language is the one who does that particular action. So look at the meaning, or look up the meaning of the verb, and the one who does that particular action, whatever is the meaning of that verb, is the meaning of the resultant word. Mura, tura, or somebody was asking on the previous one. So twara, for example, is to rush. So tura is someone who rushes. Ava is to protect. So u means someone who protects. Mav is to join. So mu is somebody who joins, and so on. This is karta of that particular kriya. Agre gachamaha. Some specific set of sutras. Gamaha kvau iti gamadhatoho vishaye sutramidam nirmitam. Gamaha kvau tatra vartika dvayam api sthapitam asti. Understand this sutram in details. So gamaha kvau iti sutram. परंतु अस्मिन् सूत्रे गमः इत्यस्य स्थाने गमादीनाम् इति वक्तव्यम्. गम and a few others इति अत्र वार्तिककारः स्पष्टीकरोति. So what are these few others? व्याख्यानमिव अत्र शरणम्. So गम, यम, तन, भ्रम, नम. These are the words that are given to us. These are the dhatus that are given to us in the commentaries. So gama and a few others. Ityetesham vishaye kim bhavati? See this very important point. Ityetesham angasya kvip pratyaye pare anunasika lopaha bhavati. Understand this point. All these are actually anunasikant dhatus. So a few slides ago we saw this sutra anunasikasya kvijjhalo kingiti ityanena sutrena upadhayam vidyamanasya akarasya dirghadeshah bhavet. Parantu तस्य स्थाने तं बाधित्वा अत्र गमः क्वौ इति सूत्रेण गम धातोः विषये तथा च अन्येषामपि केषांचन विषये गम यम तन भ्रम नम इत्येतेषां विषये अनुनासिक लोपः भवति. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ डूइंग द उपधा दीर्घ नित्यत्वात् उपधा दीर्घं बाधित्वा अत्र गमः क्वौ इत्यनेन इत्येतेषां धातूनां विषये अनुनासिक लोपः भवति. Look at the, I'll explain the remaining part later. Look at the first two examples. अंगं गच्छति इति. अंग इति उपपदम, गम इति धातुः, क्विप इति प्रत्ययः. क्विप becomes व. अंग प्लस गम प्लस व. इदानीम् अनुनासिक लोपः भवति. म goes away. Anga plus ga plus va will go away later on by vera pruktasya anga ga. At this particular point in time, you can have rasvasya pitikruti tuka. Rasvaswara is there. Rasvasya pitikruti tuka iti tugagamaha angagat iti tatra pratipadikam siddhyati. Very fascinating pratipadikas are generated using quip pratyaya. So that's the reason I'm spending one full class on the discussion of this prakriya. You can work out these forms. I mean, specifically for quip pratyaya, I'm going to insist that all of you should work out these forms on your own to understand what kind of very interesting pratipadikas come out from these particular steps. Sam yachati ityatra sama yama. Sama iti upasargaha, yama iti dhatu. That's here in the list. Sama yama kvipa. Sama yama va, quip becomes va. This yama becomes ya, anunaska lopah. Agre tugagame krute sanyata iti rupam siddhati. So gama yama, I have given only two examples. You should be able to work out all the remaining. They will be there in the commentaries as well. So gama yama ityetesham angasya quip pratyaya pare anunasika lopah bhavati. Tadanantaram, after the anunasika lopa happens, शिष्ट प्रयोगम अनुसृत्य आवश्यकम चेत अंगस्य ओंग इति आदेशः भवति. So sometimes what happens is, in order to justify the existing forms, you are forced to do an ukaradesha. Look at the third example. Same thing. Gacchati iti itra agre gacchati iti udaharanam asti. Agre gacchati. So agre plus gama plus kvipa, agre plus gama plus va. The anunasika lopa will anyway happen. That's always there. So anunasika lopa will happen. And at this particular time, see, this is same as here we have anga plus ga plus va. Here we have agre plus ga plus va. At this particular point in time, if we just follow the first step of the first prakriya here, then the final form will be agregata, which is not a valid form in the language. The valid form in the language is agregu. Now, how do you derive this valid form? He says, ong cha gamadinam iti vaktavyam. If needed, you do u as an adesha. Ong iti ngitva tantyadesha. So last letter will get converted to u. U iti tatra adesha rupena bhavet. Iti saha vartikakaraha atra vadati. So agre plus ga, the last letter which is a gets replaced by u. Agre plus gu plus va. Idanim tugagama cannot come because of rasvasya pitikrutituk. It has a rasvasya clause over there. So agre plus gu giving rise to agre gu. Similarly, agre bhramati ityatra agre bhru. Same thing, gama becomes agre gu, agre gacchati iti artha, agre bhru, agre bhramati iti artha. So kutra ukaradeshah karaniyah? शिष्ट प्रयोगम अनुसृत्य आवश्यक चेत ऊंग इति आदेशः करणीयः, नो चेत केवलम अनुनासिक लोपः करणीयः. अत्र अनुनासिकस्य क्विज्झलोकिंग इति इत्यस्य प्रसक्तिः तु वस्तुतः नास्ति एव. इत्युक्ते इत्यस्य प्रसक्तिः अस्ति चेदपि इदं सूत्रं बाध्यते, अतः तस्य प्रयोगः न भवति इति अत्र स्मर्तव्यम्. So the same thing, I mean, Kaumudi has same thing, anunasika lopaha, angad gamadinam iti vaktavyam, ungcha gamadinam iti vaktavyam, and so on. So same thing is being discussed. There is a question over here which I can take. So Panini says gamaha kvau and Vartikakara says gamadinam, which means gama, yama, tana, brahma. So the question is, does it really mean that Panini missed these verb forms in his sutras? The answer is that same question can actually be asked for all the Vartikas. So everywhere, if the Vartikakara makes a correction, we can always say, did Panini forget this particular aspect? Starting with say ru varnan nasya natvam vachyam. So did Panini really forget that there was a ru for which na has to be converted to na? So well, to be practical, maybe he could have assumed that this is obvious and not written, or might have missed it. Or one possible argument which is even more acceptable is that there is a difference of 200 years between when Panini came and when Katyayana came. The language must have taken shape in these 200 years, and Katyayana is trying to just rearrange these sutras so as to reflect the structure of the language at this his particular time. So all these answers are possible. Tatra kala bhedah asti, bhashayaha भाषायां किंचित परिवर्तनं भवति, नो चेत् पाणिनिना किंचित obvious अस्ति इति मत्वात् प्रायः त्यक्तं, नो चेत् विस्मृतं. So all these possible aspects are I mean you can give as an answer. Agrimam sutram, did I give the same number? So the numbers, I think this number is incorrect. Yeah, so this is gamaha kvau. Let's see the next one here. No, I think I forgot this number. We can fix it later on. So ismantrak vishucha, simple sutram, it's only for one particular dhatu. So chad iti dhatu asti, chad ityasya upadhayaha akarasya kvip pratyay pare hrasvadeshah bhavati. So chad iti vishishtah dhatuh, tatra kvip pratyay pare hrasvadeshah bhavati. Cha becomes cha. So pra plus chad plus kvip. This cha becomes ch, prachad. Similarly, tanuchada. Kaumudi gives an example of tanuchada. So a single dhatu chad achadane ityasya vishaye क्विन् प्रत्यय परे ह्रस्वादेशः भवति. प्रच्छाद becomes prachad. At this particular point in time, actually this sutram 2985 is in the Kridanta Prakaranam of Kaumudi. That's why I wrote over here. So at this particular point in time, what Kaumudikara is doing is he is capturing various possible prakriyas for the kvip pratyaya. So anunasikasya kvijhalo, chvoshud anunasikecha, this jwaratvara, ralopaha, all the sutras that explained in a systematic manner on the previous slides, he's just capturing all these over here. There's no need to again confuse ourselves by going into that list. We can go and check. You can go and look at this later on. Somebody is giving the number over here, 6497 is what they are saying. Thank you very much. We'll fix this later on. So the meaning of the sutra, single sutra for one particular dhatu, chada ityasya chad iti adeshah bhavati. Here completes the discussion of the sutras. Now we can take the discussion of certain Vartikas. So there are like 4 or 5 Vartikas that are being proposed by the Vartikakara, and then there are like 1 or 2 Unadi sutras that we will discuss, and that will be all about the Angakarya. So this first Vartikam. So now the sutras are over. This is now about the Vartikas. Kvip pratyaya vishishtam Angakaryam. Ashasaha kvau upadhayaha itvam vacham idanimeva purvameva drishtam. शास इदं हलोः इत्यस्य चिन्तनम् अध्ययनं यदा कृतं तदा एव एतत् सूत्रम् अस्माभिः दृष्टं. There are two shasa dhatus. There is shasa anushishtav and there is shasa ichhayam. So for the shasa ichhayam, when it comes with the ang as an upasarga, the same behavior a getting converted to e has been mandated for the kvi pratyaya. So ashasah kau upadhaya itvam vacham ityatra ang plus shasa इत्यत्र उपधा आकारस्य क्वी प्रत्यय परे इकारादेशः भवति. आंग शास प्लस क्विप शा becomes she, ashis. This is what we discussed already. अग्रिमं वार्तिकं क्विप वचि प्रचि आयत स्तु कट प्रु जु श्रीणाम दीर्घः असंप्रसारणं च. All of you experts should be able to understand the meaning now. Quip. So it's all about the quip pratyay pare. Sorry. All about this quip pratyay pare. Vachi. So vacha iti dhatuhu. Prachi. Pracha iti dhatuhu. Ayata stu. So ayata iti upapadam, stu iti dhatuhu. Kat iti upapadam, pru iti dhatuhu. Ju iti dhatuhu. श्री इति धातुः. इत्येतेषां सर्वेषां किं भवति? दीर्घः भवति. सो बेसिकली वच प्रच्छ आयत प्लस तु कट प्लस प्रु जु श्री इत्येतेषां अंगस्य क्विप् प्रत्यये परे दीर्घादेशः भवति. तथा च संभाव्यमानं संप्रसारणं निषिध्यते. So if there is a possible samprasarana, then that is blocked. Not all these dhatus will have a samprasaranam, parantu prachha iti dhatuh asti, vacha iti dhatuh asti, इत्येतेषां विषये वचस्वपि अजादीनां किति नो चेत् ग्रहिज्याव्ये इत्यनेन तत् सम्प्रसारणस्य अवकाशः तत् सम्प्रसारणम् इदानीं निषिध्यते. That's why these two dhatus examples were not shown on that previous slide. So किं वार्तिकम् अस्ति अत्र? वच इति धातुः किं भवति? अंगस्य दीर्घादेशः. Now a hal letter cannot undergo a दीर्घादेश, so you take the closest swara. So angasya dirghadesha va becomes va. Very well known word vach is derived from is vakti iti vak. The one that speaks is the vani. Vakti iti vak. Vach iti pratipadikam. Shabdam pruchhati, the one who asks a question. So word shabdam plus pracha plus kvipa ityatra प्रच्छ इत्यत्र प्र इत्यस्य दीर्घादेशः प्रा इति भवति. उभयत्र संप्रसारणं निषिध्यते. वार्तिके एव उक्तमस्ति असंप्रसारणं च इति उच्यते. In other cases, you don't have the scope of samprasarana, so that samprasaranam cha has no significance. Dirgha is important. So Ju becomes Juhu. Shri becomes Shrihi. Very well known word. Lakshmihi, Shrihi, Shriyaushyaha. Ayatam Stauti becomes Ayata. Stu becomes Stu. Katam Pravate. Ayata is an arrangement of gods, for example. There's the prayer for that. Katam Pravate approaches sitting or cloth or sitting arrangement or whatever. Katam Pravate, kata pru. So pru iti rasvah asti tasya dirghadesha bhavati. That's all that this Vartika does, is a list of a set of words, dhatus, for which a dirghadesha has been given. So quip vachi prachayatastu katapruju shrinam dirgha asamprasaranancha. By the way, these Vartikas are scattered across Ashtadhyayi, so it's extremely hard to pick these up from the Krudanta Prakaranam. So, for example, the previous one is present in 8.4.20. This one is present as an Unadi Sutra, also present all the way at the end of 3.2. Brahma Bruna Vritreshu Kvipa Ityatra. So there is another Kvip Pratyaya in sheet number 6. At that particular point in time, this Vartika has been given. But all of these are applicable in the current context. Agrimam Vartikam, so this is again in the same place. Dyutigami Juhotinam Dvecha Duhoter Dirghascha. Again, these Vartikas have been created to justify the Shishta Prayogas, that's it. So, Diva iti dhatuhu, Gama iti dhatuhu, तथा हु इति धातुः त्रयः धातवः इत्येतेषां विषये किं भवति द्वे च विकल्पेन द्वित्वं भवति. So because we have already seen examples of diva dhatu earlier and gama dhatu earlier without the dvitva, so these examples are also valid. But द्वित्वे कृते अपि तत्र साधुरूपाणि शिष्टरूपाणि भवन्ति, अतः तेषां साधुत्व ज्ञापनार्थं विकल्पेन अत्र द्वित्वं क्रियते अनेन वार्तिकेन. So you can actually treat or think of these Vartikas as some kind of, stitching done to the Ashtadhyayi, so that some Shishta Prayogas are, which could not be justified by Ashtadhyayi because, change of time, 200 years have been passed. Those have now been justified with these kind of stitching, these kind of additional sentences added as Vartikas. So Diva plus Kvipa ityata Dvitvam bhavati. After Dvitva, all the normal Dvitva prakriya will happen. Finally, Didyuta iti antimam rupam siddhyati. Gama plus Kvipa ityatra punrekwaram gama gama dvitvam bhavati. All the dvitva karya will happen, kuhoshu and all that. Jagata rasvasya piti krutittuka iti tugagame krute jagata. Very well known word. So lot of halanta words are actually quip pratyanta words. Like more than 50% of the halanta words that will come across are actually quip pratyanta words. That's why I was very confident yesterday when I gave the homework that in Vishnu Sahasranam, there will definitely be more than 10 Quip Pratyanta words. You just have to pick up Halanta names of Lord Vishnu, and there is a very high chance that they will be Quip Pratyanta names. So lots of Halanta, very well-known Halanta words. We saw Ashish, we saw Jagat over here. So Agre, Hu iti dhatuhu, tatra dvitvam punarekvaram bhavati, द्वित्वात् अनन्तरं हु इत्यस्य दीर्घादेशः भवति. जुहोतेः दीर्घश्च द्वित्वात् अनन्तरं हु इत्यस्य दीर्घादेशः भवति. जु हु व विल एनीवे गो हवे जुहु इति अत्र अन्तिमं रूपं प्रातिपदिकं सिद्ध्यति. ध्यायतेः सम्प्रसारणं च नेक्स्ट वार्तिक क्विप प्रत्यय परे ध्यै टू डू द ध्यानम इत्यस्य सम्प्रसारणं भवति. सो ध्यै फर्स्ट इट बिकम्स ध्या आदेशोपदेशेषिति ध्या प्लस क्विप ध्या सम्प्रसारणे कृते ह्रस्व इकारः धी तदनन्तरं घूमास्था इति दीर्घादेशे कृते धी इति अग्रे सिद्ध्यति. द्रुभये इत्यस्य ह्रस्वः च द्वे च. Another Vartika. You look at this Vartika and you'll understand what I'm saying. It's like a stitching. Like some prayogas were missing the attention or justification. They have been added by randomly adding Vartikas to specify these prayogas. So द्रुभये इत्यस्य विषये ह्रस्वः तथा च द्वित्वम् इति भवति. So द्रु इति धातु अस्ति, रुतैत् धातोः इत्यनेन इकारादेशः न भवति, अपि तु प्रथमं ह्रस्वादेशः भवति दृ दृ. तदनन्तरं तस्य ह्रस्वादेशः भवति. So दृ becomes दर, sorry, द्वित्वं तथा च ह्रस्वादेशः. So you do the dvitvam, dru, dru, and hrasvadesha. And then urandraparaha and so on. Normal prakriya will happen. Dadruta iti rupam siddhyati. Hopefully, last slide. On this slide, we have two Unadi Sutras. So look at the depth of, look at the extent of all this Kvipa Pratyaya. Probably the first time in our course where sutras are not sufficient, Vartikas are not sufficient, we are jumping to Unadi Sutras for understanding the Prakriya. Apnote ह्रस्वः च. आप इति धातुः अस्ति. उपधा आकारस्य क्विप प्रत्यय परे ह्रस्वादेशः भवति. आ becomes a. So आपनोति इति, आप plus क्विप, a becomes a. Very well known word up means water. This has been derived from the word ap, from the dhatu ap, which has the vritti apnoti iti, the one which gets or obtains. Basically, you can interpret it in multiple ways. Say the one that gets the life originated in water, it survives or it exists because of water. So the one that is responsible for the life is one possible derivation. But apnoti iti, up iti atra water, jalam ityasmin arthe ayam shabdah siddhyati. Nitya bahuvachanantah shabdah आपः इति प्रथमा बहुवचनं. तत्र एकवचन द्विवचनस्य रूपाणि न भवन्ति. So this aspect is nothing to do with the quip prakriya, is just how the language convention is. Apaha iti prathama bahuvachanam. So somebody is saying over here, this is hard to believe, this particular derivation. So that is actually true, and it is true for all the Unadi Sutras. So when it comes to Unadi Sutras, it is actually an attempt to justify the derivation of the words by hook or crook. So yatra yatra केचन शब्दाः पाणिनिसूत्रैः तेषां सिद्धिः तेषां साधुत्वं न प्रतिपादयितुं शक्यते, व्युत्पत्तिः तेषां न भवितुमर्हति, तत्र उणादिसूत्राणां रचनां कृत्वा कथंचित तेषां व्युत्पत्तिः दीयते. Somehow by hook or crook the व्युत्पत्ति has been given. So we have to like take it in that particular spirit. Don't take it like verbatim or literal meaning word by word. Just take it that there are some people who cannot get their sound sleep if they cannot derive words properly. So they have created this Unadi Sutras. They, in the sense, there is an Unadi Patha done by Panini Maharshi, there is another Unadi Patha done by Shakatayanam, and so on. And therefore, Bhashyakara actually says in Mahabhashya, Unadaya Avitpannani Pratipadikani. So he says this doesn't make any sense to actually talk about these Unadi Pratyayanta words as actually derived words, because all these vrittis are actually laughable. I mean, it's basically hard to believe. So there is this paksha which I have already discussed long back. Sarve shabdaha dhatujaha iti kashana paksha asti tasya pratipadanartham unadi sutrani rachitani santi. So some of these words you can see that these have been created. So upper, how do you derive upper from a dhatu? Well, start with a dhatu called apa, add a quip, and then throw a sutra which will convert a to a, and you are done. That's how these sutras have been actually constructed. Agre, hopefully the last sutram, parau vrajehe shashpadante. So pari plus vraja iti dhatuhu ityasya kim bhavati? Upadha akarasya dirghadeshaha bhavati. Upadha akara, which is vra, it becomes vra, parivraja. And padante tasya shakaradeshe krute agre jashtve krute parivrat iti atra rupam siddhyati. So parau vrajehe, this part is used to create the pratipadikam. The next part, shashcha padante, is used to create the prathama ekvachanam. Padante, so pada vidhi asti. Prathama ekvachanasya rupa siddhau tasya prayogaha bhavati. So parau vrajehe, basically parivraja ityasya upadhakarasya kvip pratyaya pare dirghadeshaha bhavati. I think that's it. We finished some 10-12 slides in last 1 hour. All the Angakarya is over. Please go back. It's kind of boring. It's kind of interesting for those who are interested in playing with words, deriving prakriya and all that. Whether it is boring or interesting, it is definitely a worthwhile exercise for prakriyas. So in order to get a good hold on krudanta prakriyas, we must practice the prakriya specifically for the quip pratyaya. So much versatility you will not see in any other prakriya, any other pratyayas in the krudanta prakaranam. Okay, agre gacchamaha. So we are still, the class is not over. We are only finished this Angakarya step number 7. But rest of the steps are easy. 1, 1, 2, 2 slides, not big deal. अग्रे अस्ति उत्तरपदाधिकारः उत्तरपदाधिकारः इत्युक्ते कः अर्थः 6.3 अलुग् उत्तरपदे इत्यत्र भिन्नानि सूत्राणि रचितानि सन्ति यत्र पूर्वपदं तथा उत्तरपदम् इति पदद्वयं विद्यते whenever you have an उपपद समास you have a पूर्वपद and you have an उत्तरपद तत्र उत्तरपदस्य उपस्थितौ पूर्वपदे किंचित् परिवर्तनं भवति. So even if you say उत्तरपदाधिकार, it is actually kind of a misnomer. उत्तरपदस्य उपस्थितौ पूर्वपदे तत्र किंचित् परिवर्तनं भवति. Actually, this particular confusion of the word उत्तरपदाधिकार starts all the way from Vruddhiradej. In the Bhashya of Vruddhiradej, somebody misinterprets the meaning of, I think, उत्तरपदे. So उत्तरपदाधिकार actually means उत्तरपदस्य उपस्थितौ पूर्वपदे तत्र परिवर्तनं भवति. So that particular parivartanam, there are only two important sutras that we need to discuss. One is specifically to quip pratyaya and other is literally hand waving. I'll show you that. So षष्ठाध्यायस्य तृतीयपादः अलुगुत्तरपदे इति उत्तरपदाधिकारस्य सूत्राणि सन्ति. न हि वृत्ति वृषि व्यधि रुचि सहितनेषु क्वौ क्वि प्रत्यये परे इत्येते धातवः ये दत्ताः सन्ति एतेषां विषये पूर्वपदस्य दीर्घादेशः भवति. Understand, dhatu is not getting a dirghadesha here. Looks very, similar to the Angakarya, but this is not Angakarya. This is Uttarapadadhikara karya. Nothing is happening to Naha, Vruta, Vrusha, Vyadha. What is happening is to the Purvapada of Naha, Vruta, Vrusha, Vyadha. So, Upanayhati ityatra divadiganasya asti. Upanayhati, the one that binds. Upanayhati, Upa plus Naha. The Purvapada in that is attached to the Naha becomes Dirgha. Vipratyaya vidhyate chet Purvapadasya Dirghadeshaha bhavati. Pa becomes Pa. Upanaha, footwear, the one that binds your feet. Upanaha. Prathama ekvachanan upanat. So hakaranta strilinga shabdeshu upanah iti shabdah avashyam pathyate. Upanat. Nivartate. So I'm just giving listing of various examples of these particular dhatus. Nivartate, ni plus vruta. This ni becomes ni vruta. Pravarshati, pra plus vrusha, pravrut megha, pravrusha, pra becomes pra. Marma vidhyati, marma becomes marma. This is for this vyadha dhatu. This would be vidha. Marma plus vidha. So vyadha becomes vidha by samprasaranam and marma plus vidha, marma vidh, marma vidh. Nirochate. So ni plus rucha becomes ni plus rucha. Rutim sahate. Ruti is wound, injury, pain. Rutim sahate. Ruti plus saha. Ruti plus saha. Paritanoti. Pari plus tana. Pari plus ta. Understand this. This na goes away because of gamaha kvau. If you go back like some 5 slides. Here. No. Here. There is tana dhatu over here. Kaumudi also gives an example of this pari tata. Look at how ikara has been converted to dirgha ikara. So this is the pari tata word generated from this tana that we are deriving right now. Here. Paritanoti, pari plus tana, gamaha kvau gamadinam iti vaktavya mityanena akarasya lopaha. Pari plus ta, pari becomes pari. I have still not gotten rid of verb because Vera Prukta says coming in the next step, not yet reached. That next step is not yet, we have not yet reached there. So parita and then raswasya piti kruti tukiti tugagamaha paritata. So this is only one very useful sutram that will let you do the dirghadesha of purvapada. Purvapadasya tatra dirghadesha bhavati uttarapade kvi iti uttarapadasya ante vidyate chet. The second sutram is actually complete hand waving. Anyesham api drishyate. Yatra kutrapi. not only kvip pratyaya, in this entire domain of Sanskrit Vyakaranam, wherever there is a Purva Pada and Uttara Pada, and somehow the Dirghadesha of the Purva Pada is desired, but no sutra in Ashtadhyayi gives you that. This is a loophole or this is a catch-all which will say Anyesham api dirghaha drushyate. Yasya dirghatvam vihitam विहितम् इत्युक्ते आवश्यकं परन्तु सूत्रं किमपि नास्ति दृश्यते च प्रयोगे but we have the prayoga with the dirghadesha tad anena kartavyam. Use this blanket application to do the dirghadesha if you do not find a sutra. That if you do not find a sutra is very important. You cannot keep on applying anyashamapi drishyate everywhere randomly, because this anyashamapi drishyate is very risky. Shishta prayogaha eva tatra pramanam. So yatra dirghatvam vihitam prayoge drishyate parantu sutram na upalabhyate tatra anena dirghatvam kartavyam yatha. This was the example in the yesterday's commentary. वाहात भ्रश्यति इति. वाह plus bhrasha plus kvip. Here the final form is vaha bhrasha. I forgot typing this bhrasha. Vaha bhrasha. So there's no way you can convert her to ha. Anyesham api drishyate ityeva atra prayujyate. Vaha plus bhrasha. Vaha bhrasha. Iti atra antimam rupam siddhyati. That completes step number 8. Where did the chart go? Here. Step number 8, Uttarapadadhikara Karyam. Agre asti step number 9, Sanhita Karya or Varna Karya. This is where our so long awaited Vera Pruktasya comes. Vera Pruktasya ityanena vi ityasmat siddhaha apruktaha vakaraha lupyate. So see, the specifically given example of dadhati, I have very purposely picked up this example. It will tell you why va has to be removed at this step. So dadhati iti, dha plus kvip, dha plus va. Only when the haladi kvip kit pratyaya is there, ghumastha will actually capture this particular configuration, convert dha to dhi. Dhi plus va, idanim va can be removed by vera pruktasya dhihi. Therefore, angakarya must be done and then vakara removal must be done. So dadhati iti dhi iti atra siddhyati. Aprukta vakarasya, this is another important point. Aprukta vakarasya lope krute ante vidyamanasya vakarasya lopo vyorvali iti lopaha na bhavati. This is actually discussed in details in the bhashya of lopo vyorvali and vera pruktasya. We will not go in the details. Or if I'm not mistaken, I taught this somewhere. Not sure if this course or somewhere else. But the discussion between Vera Pruktasya and Lopo Vyorvali has been, I think there's a significant discussion in the Bhashya for this. So understand this. Seva plus kvipa. Ityatra seva plus va iti sthite. There are two possible solutions or two possible pathways over here. You can get rid of this vakara by Vera Pruktasya. The second vakara, the pratyaya vakara can be removed by Vera Pruktasya. Or the first vakara can be removed by lopo vyorvali. Lopo vyorvali says that val iti pratyaharasya varnaha agre asti chet tasmat purvam vidyamanasya vakarasya nochit yakarasya lopaha bhavati. So lopo vyorvali, and these are like consecutive sutras. You have lopo vyorvali 6166 and you have vera pruktasya 6167. So vera pruktasya will get rid of the second vakara. Lopo vyorvali will get rid of the first vakara. At this particular point in time, paratvat tatha cha nityatvat lopo vyorvali ityasya sthane vera pruktasya ityeva prayoktavyam. Ataha, in case of this seva plus va, you should get rid of the second vakara, not the first vakara. So seva iti siddhyati. And then Raswasya Pitrikrutituka, we have been using again and again. Shatrujit ityatra pitugagama tenaiva sutrena abhavat. So Raswasya Pitikrutituka ityatra krut samnyake pit pratyaya pare Raswaswarasya tugagamaha bhavati. I have explained this. Angam gacchati. Again, I took a very peculiar example over here. Atra tugagamaha mula dhatoho tugagamaha nasti. मूल धातु परिवर्तनं कृत्वा तत्र मकारस्य लोपं कृत्वा ग इति अवशिष्यते तत्र तुगागमः भवति. So again, very thoughtfully taken example, not like Shatru Jita, where the dhatu itself gets a Tugagama. This particular example also shows you the importance of ordering in the prakriya. Prarambhe anga karyam krutva tadanantarameva varna karyam kartavyam no chet anga gata iti shabdaha naiva bhavitum arhati. And then other varna karyas will happen because you have the upapada. There will be other sandhis like akatsavarne dirghaha, iko yanachi and all that. Tesham charcha atra na avashyaki. उपपदस्य उपस्थितौ अन्यानि अपि वर्णकार्याणि भवितुम् अर्हन्ति तानि प्रत्ययविशिष्टानि न सन्ति. So I am only capturing stuff that is related to प्रत्ययविशिष्टं वर्णकार्यं. There's just two of them, वेरप्रुक्तस्य and ह्रस्वस्य इति कृतितुक. अग्रे गच्छामः अन्तिमः सोपानः त्रिपादिकार्यम्. Again, nothing new. I'm just actually two new sutras. Other than that, I'm actually going to run through some of the existing ones that we have already studied. So kruporolah upasargasya ayatau upadhayancha iti asmabhi samyak rupena purvameva adhitam. This particular upadhayancha, some books actually discuss this particular sutram. They suggest you should do it all the way at the beginning of the prakriya. Earlier in the Tripadi class number I think 24 or 25, I have explained what is the problem that you will end up if you do upadhayamcha all the way at the beginning. Upadhayamcha iti sutram tripadyam asti tasya prayogaha tripadyaha samaye eva karniyah. प्रारंभे अनिमित्तिक कार्यम इति तस्य अभिधानं कृत्वा तस्य प्रयोगः न करणीयः. This quip pratyay is the one that will bring you into trouble if you follow that particular pattern. So understand this. Let's see this last part. यः धातुः वकारान्तः रेफोपधः च अस्ति तस्य विषये राल् लोपः इत्यनेन वकारस्य लोपः यदा भवति. We have studied this राल् लोपः. राल् लोपः इत्यनेन वकारस्य लोपः क्रियते चेत् upadhayam रेफस्य अभावात् इदं सूत्रमेव न प्रवर्तते. So you have dhurva plus kvipa plus au prathama dvivachana. Dhurva plus kvipa plus au. Dhurva plus va plus au. Vera pruktasya va will be removed. Dhurva ityatra ral lopaha. This va will be removed. I should have actually removed the va first. Anyway, dhur plus au. And just the varnamelanam happens and dhurau iti siddhyati rasva ukaraha asti atra. If you start doing the dirghadesha all the way in the beginning, then dhurva itself you will end up in doing dhurva, and then you will end up in a wrong form called dhurau, where the correct form is dhurau. At this particular step, there is no way you can apply upadhayancha, and therefore upadhayancha has to be applied towards the end in the tripadi. There is a question in the homework asking you to justify this particular reason today. अग्रे गच्छामः नश्चापदान्तस्य झलि अनुस्वारस्य ये परसवर्णः known sutras मोराजी समक्वौ very specific to क्वि प्रत्यय सम इति उपसर्गात् परः राज प्लस क्विप इति यदा भवति तदा सम इत्यस्य मकारस्य अनुस्वारादेशः न भवति. So this is actually an exception to nashchapadantasya jhali. Immediately next sutra. So monuswaraha nashchapadantasya jhali will cause that ma and na to be converted into anuswara. But exception is moraji samakvau sama ityatra makarasya makaradeshah bhavati anuswaraha na bhavati. So sam plus raj samraj, not sanraj. Samraj prathama ekvachanam samrat iti bhavati. अग्रे स्तोहोश्चुनाश्चुः अग्रग्रामाभ्यां नयते हेणः वाच्यः इति किञ्चन वार्तिकं पाठ्यते. This, as I mentioned yesterday, this vartika is specifically for agrani, gramani, prani. So these are the words that are derived by this particular vartika. रेफयुक्त पूर्वपदात् परस्य नी इति धातोः नकारस्य णत्वं भवति. तस्य किं स्पष्टीकरणं दातुं शक्यते. स एषां ग्रामणीः. yesterday we saw this सूत्रं स एषां ग्रामणीः इति सूत्रनिर्देशात् एव दीर्घादेशः भवति. नो चेत् अग्रग्रामाभ्यां नयते हेणः वाच्यः इति वार्तिकम् अपि दातुं शक्यते. either way you can derive or justify the conversion of न to न. essentially सः शिष्टप्रयोगः अस्ति. कथञ्चित् तत्र साधुत्वं प्रतिपादनीयम्. अतः वार्तिकेन साधुत्वं दीयते. नो चेत् स एषां ग्रामणः इति पाणिनिना ज्ञापितम् अस्ति इति उक्त्वा अपि साधुत्वं प्रतिपाद्यते. Two more sutras and I think we are done for the class today. These are two new sutras present. One of them is present in the Siddhanta Kaumudi at this particular point. The second was covered in the Tinganta Prakaranam itself, but we will talk about these in details. So there is a sutram Anitehe 8419 specifically about this Anna Pranane iti dhatuh, to breathe. Anna Pranane iti Adadiganasya dhatuh asti. Asya dhatoh विषये किं भवति? प्र प्लस अन इत्यत्र अस्य नकारस्य णत्वं भवति. Specifically, Rashabhyam Nona Samanapada and all that is not applicable because they are different padas. Pra is a different pada, Ana is a different pada. So, Repha present in the pra cannot convert the Na from Ana to Na. अतः अत्र अनितेः इति सूत्रेण विशिष्टरूपेण अन धातोः नकारस्य नकारादेशः उच्यते. सो प्र प्लस अन प्लस क्विप प्लस प्रथमाद्विवचनस्य रूपम् औ इति प्राण प्लस औ प्राण प्लस औ प्राणौ इति भवति. स्वर्णत्व निमित्तकात् उपसर्गात् परस्य अन धातोः नकारस्य णत्वं भवति. वेरी सिंपल. अन इति धातुः नकारस्य णत्वं भवति. इदानीम् अत्र प्रथमा द्विवचनस्य रूपं किमर्थं दर्शितं? प्रथमा एकवचनस्य रूपं स्वीकुर्मश्चेत् किं भवति? See this carefully. If I just say pra plus ana plus kvipa plus su, then it will be pra plus ana plus su. Halgyabhyo dirgha sutisya pruktam hala will get rid of su. It will keep pra plus ana prana. At this stage, the application of anitehe will be blocked by the sutram padantasya. So we have a blanket uh, uh, nishedha for natva by the sutram padantasya. Padantasya iti sutrena यत्र यत्र नकारः पदान्ते विद्यते तत्र तत्र तस्य णत्वं न भवति. So रामान. For tritiya you say ramena, but for dvitiya bahuvachan you have to say raman. That na cannot become na because this padantasya is blocking it. Similarly, acharan ityatra api tatra nakarasya णत्वं नैव भवति. Padantasya is the one that blocks it. And therefore, in this particular situation, prana शब्दस्य प्रथमा एकवचनस्य रूपे प्र प्लस अन प्राण इत्यत्र नकारस्य नकारादेशे प्राप्ते पदान्तस्य इत्यनेन सह निषिध्यते, परन्तु सः नकारस्य नकारादेशः अवश्यम् इष्यते. This na to na conversion is required even for the prathama ekvachanam because prathama ekvachanam is prana and not prana, and therefore the sutra antaha is given to block padantasya for this specific example of prana to prana. So padantasya iti sutrena padanta nakarasya णत्वं निषिध्यते, परन्तु तद बाधित्वा वर्तमान सूत्रेण रेफयुक्तात् उपसर्गात् परस्य अन प्लस क्विप इत्यस्य पदान्त नकारस्य णत्वम् अवश्यं bhavati. Antaha sutra will say that specifically for a prana, the na to na conversion even at the end of pada should not be blocked by padantasya. So padanta nakarasya णत्वम् avashyam bhavati. Prana becomes prana. Similarly, parana. Para plus ana will become parana. So anitehe iti vartate. Same sutra continued. उपसर्गस्था निमित्ताद् उत्तरस्य अन इति नकारस्य पदान्ते वर्तमानस्य नकारादेशः भवति. पदान्तस्य इति प्रतिषेधस्य अयम् अपवादः. This is an exception for the प्रतिषेध given by पदान्तस्य सूत्रम्. कौमुदी, sorry. So पदान्तस्य अनितेः नस्य णत्वं स्याद् उपसर्गस्थात् निमित्तात् परश्चेत् हे प्राण. So mitra plus shasa plus at this particular point in time he gives another aspects of the prakriya for mitra, shihi, gihi, puhu and so on. So in Kaumudi all these sutras that we discussed today are actually interspersed, scattered. It's extremely hard to understand the structure if we follow the ordering from Kaumudi, and therefore we followed the normal flow chart that we were discussing. One last thing and we will stop here. There are a few questions, but let me finish this particular slide and then come to them. So, आतिदेशिकधातूनां विषये किं भवति? अतो लोपः यस्य हलः क्यस्य विभाषा नेरनीति सेम सेट ऑफ सूत्रास पूर्वमपि अस्माभिः तव्य तव्यत् अनियर् एतेषां विषये एतानि सूत्राणि दृष्टानि same set of sutras are applicable. Yesterday we even saw an example where you can apply a kyapa on the top of kyapa, so that example is sorry, quip on the top of quip, so that example is not given over here, but you can always apply quip pratyaya on the top of atideshika dhatus. So san a yang ityatra अतो लोपा इति लोपः भवति यस्य हलः क्यस्य विभाषा नेरनीति and so on इत्यत्र उदाहरणानि अपि दत्तानि सन्ति. There is nothing specific over here. So that's it. We complete the discussion of the entire flow chart and thus the discussion of the entire Krit Prakriya. Let's take a quick look at the homework. Quip pratyay pare prakriya. संक्षेपेण उत्तराणि लिखत. I think all these have been covered today. जनान् अवति इति जनौः प्रक्रियायाम् औकारः कथं सिद्ध्यति एत्येधत्यूट्सु इति अस्माभिः दृष्टम्. उपधायाञ्च इति सूत्रं प्रक्रियायाः प्रारम्भे किमर्थं न प्रयोक्तव्यं. This I have explained. गम प्लस क्विप इत्यत्र अनुनासिकस्य क्विज्झलो किङ् इति सूत्रं किमर्थं न प्रवर्तते. That we discussed. गमः क्वौ इति तस्य अपवादरूपेण प्रवर्तते. Antaha iti sutram swabhashaya spashtikruta. I explained this all the way at the end. Last question, quip pratyaya haladi na svikriyate chet kaha doshaha. So this has also been discussed. Ghumastha, that sutram cannot act. So same question, yesterday we were not able to answer. It was not covered yesterday. Quip pratyaya haladi asti katham. So today the answer for that question has been given. And second question, same part as the previous one, but today we are going to talk about the prakriya. विष्णु सहस्रनाम अस्मिन् स्तोत्रे भगवतः विष्णोः सहस्रं नामानि उक्तानि सन्ति. एतेषु कानि अपि दश भिन्न धातुभिः निर्मितानि क्विप् प्रत्ययान्त रूपाणि चित्वा तेषां प्रक्रियां लिखत. So yesterday it was only लौकिक विग्रह and अलौकिक विग्रह. Today is प्रक्रियां लिखत. So there is a question over here which I don't probably know the answer, but I'll just read. We can actually find out this together. So the question says, is it correct that all Kvibantas are Strilinga Shabdas? So actually we have, if I'm not mistaken, we have Linganushasanam over here. So we can actually go to Linganushasanam and see if there is a quip, some mention of the quip pratyay over here. So I don't see there is any particular mention of the quip pratyay. So dyuhu is one example that is given over there, or upanat is another example that we have seen over there. But at least I don't know if there is a general rule which says quip pratyayanta words are all strilingas, and obviously not, because we have Shatrujit or say Vishwakrut, Vishwabhrut, and so on. So we have quip pratyayanta names for Vishnu. Somebody is saying Vedavit is masculine. Indrajit is also masculine. So I don't think there is such a rule. I mean, at least I had not heard of it. And with like so many counter examples, definitely there is no such rule. Let me just quickly go through a few more questions. There are a bunch of questions over here, but we are running out of time. Let me just quickly scan and see if some of them really need to be answered. Okay, I think there are a few questions, but I'll probably skip them for now or reply them offline. I think we are done for today. We completed. Let's actually take a look at the list of sutras. So atra anadishu sutreshu sarvatra kvipcha iti sutram asmabhi adhitam sthakka cha iti adhitam tatha cha purvam satsu dvishadruhaduha iti sutram adhitam. What we are going to do in the next week is all these remaining sutras, a bunch of them are actually Vaidika sutras. So we will quickly run through them without worrying about, detailed prakriya or, detailed commentaries associated with them. So all these gray colored sutras, Chandasi Sahaha, Vahascha, Kavya Purisha, Purisheshu, Ungita, and all that, they're actually not in the Krudanta Prakaranam of Siddhanta Kaumudi at all. But still, we will be able to, we should, I mean, but still, I'm thinking that we should just do a quick run of them because we are anyway talking Krudanta Prakaranam. We are discussing Krudanta Prakaranam. But because they are not in Siddhanta Kaumudi, I don't want to spend more than one class on that. So all these gray colored sutras, we'll study them in one class. And the second class, the Friday class next week will be used for this Rini Pratyaya. So there are a bunch of sutras for Rini Pratyaya. Supyajata Nistachile, Kartarupamane, Vrate, Bahulamabhikshne, Manaha, Atmamane Khascha. So all these sutras for the Rini Pratyaya that we will discuss in one class, the Friday class. Anena prakarena vargadvayam eva avashishtam. Only 2 classes are remaining. After the 2 classes, we will have the homework discussion sessions running for 1.5 months. Those of you who have signed up, please send your answers. Those of you who have not signed up, there are multiple empty slots. Kindly sign up, because otherwise there's no point in doing all this effort, or spending these days for homework discussion and so on. So that's it, samapayamaha. After, let me remind that after the homework discussion, there is this midterm exam. For the midterm exam, 50% of the paper will be from you all. So as I discussed yesterday, please send 10 questions at max for spanning various, sutras, whatever has been discussed from class number 1 to class number 72. That will be the last class before the exam. समापयामः. अग्रिमसप्ताहे नियमितरूपेण कक्षाद्वयं भविष्यति. अष्टाध्यायी जगन्माता यस्य चित्तात् समुत्थिता वेदानामुपकाराय तस्मै पाणिनये नमः. शब्दब्रह्म समाराध्य कृतवान्यो विलक्षणं सर्वाश्चर्यमिदं शास्त्रं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः. येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः. धन्यवादः.